today's video, we've got to rehouse these slings and tell you who won the 1.5k subscriber giveaway. Hello everybody, welcome to this latest episode. I am your host Robbie and this is Robbie's Talking Teas. Tarantula content for tarantula lovers just like yourselves. In today's video I've got 8 slings that need rehousing. They've just grown out of those tiny little vials, so I'm putting them into new enclosures. And also at the end of this video I'll be giving you details on who won the 1.5k subscriber giveaway in today's earlier live stream and details on the 2000 subscriber giveaway. So smash that like button and let's show you the rehousings. So here we go, this is the 8 slings we're going to be rehousing today. I'll tell you which ones they are in a minute. I'm going to be rehousing them into these pots that I picked up a while ago from eBay because they're just getting too big for these vials and they need some more space. Now inside these little enclosures I'm going to be using my own substrate mix, which is topsoil, cocoa fibre and vermiculite. I'm also going to put a little bit of sphagnum moss in there just to hold some moisture, because we know moisture is important for slings. The ones we're going to be rehousing today are C. darlingi, H. chiliensis, Cosmos elegans, Tarantulas marinus, the Usambara variant, C. huahine, even though that label doesn't say huahine. Don't know how that ended up like that, but there you go. At least I still know what it is. We have got an unknown sling. This one's not labelled, so I have no idea what this is whatsoever. We have another unlabelled tarantula. And then we are rehousing Grammostola actium. So that's what we're rehousing in this video. So let's get to it. So let's get this underway. Let's move all these out of the way. I think the first one I'm going to do here is this little OBT Usambara sling. Let's get some substrate into the little enclosure. I'm not going to give it too much, because what this sling is going to do is probably web up the whole of this enclosure, pretty much like it's done inside the vial. It's just built a little web tunnel here, so it's probably going to do exactly the same thing inside here. Now can you see the little tiny feet in there? Yeah, there it is. You know what I might be able to do? Let's just pull out this existing substrate. Easy, buddy. Okay, man. There's an OBT on my finger. Okay, and it's just jumped on the table. Right, it's on the table. Now, this is the first and only time and it's just rehoused itself. Beautiful. Don't you love it when slings rehouse themselves? He had the chance for a bid for freedom and opted to go straight back into his enclosure. So that's one down. So now we can move on to the next one. There's a nice little view of him there, or her. Hopefully it's a female. We haven't got a female in the collection yet. Every one of these I've ever had has turned out to be male, so fingers crossed this one's a little girl. So let's move on to the next one. So the next one we're going to do is the Robbies actian. Again, this is unsexed, so don't know if we've got a male or female, but hopefully it's a female, and then all we have to do is look for a male. So let's get this little Robbies actian out of here. There it is. Gorgeous, gorgeous little spider. I love the coloration of these guys. That little red booty is to die for. Oh, it's hungry because it's just bitten into the brush. So maybe we'll get a little feeding clip of this one for this video. Why do they all just want to escape today? Come on, buddy. Get in there. In you go. So seeing as we got a feeding response from this one, let's see if it's hungry. Maybe a little bit too big for it. So it just looks like the tarantula wants out. Come on, buddy. Go back up. Are you hungry? You gonna take down the worm? Yeah? There you go. Oh, go on. Well, he sunk his teeth in. Let's see if he goes back for a second bite. Go on, buddy. You can have it if you want it. It's like you've just got a new pet. It's almost like he's playing with it. Like it bit it to give it a warning, just to tickle it a little bit. Now it's giving it false hope that it may survive and get away. And there you go. Oh, lovely. Oh, you can see the guts coming out. I knew it was hungry when I put the brush near it and it sunk its teeth into the brush. Well, we'll leave it there to enjoy its worm and move on to the next one. Right, next up we're going to do these two that are unlabelled. This one here, you can see it down the bottom, and this one here, which is sitting on top. Now I have no idea what they are, so hopefully once I get them out and have a look at them, may be able to get a better idea of what they are. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe they'll always remain unlabelled until they're larger and start putting on more colour. Now, I'm looking at the abdomen. So this has got a little patch of urticating hairs. So that is telling me that this is a New World tarantula, because you can see it right there, that little black patch there, that's where the urticating hairs are. So this is going to be a New World species. I'm guessing it's terrestrial because I've just stuck it in the vial without any cork bark. So when I housed it in here, I must have thought, oh, I'll give it enough substrate to burrow, because that's what it's naturally going to do. Now I can't see any faint markings on the legs, which would give me an indication. But I'm guessing there's going to be some sort of Brachypelma, Lasiodora, and that's purely going by those what I've identified so far. And as you can see, there's no easily identifying markings yet. Nothing, no stripes, no anything. It's just a plain brown sling. So all I know is that it is a New World species, just purely from that little patch there on the abdomen. And that's not to be confused with a premole abdomen. So we'll see what happens with this one as it starts putting on size. But at least it's rehoused. So now we're going to do the next one, which also hasn't been labelled. Now this one's dug a little burrow down to the bottom. Hopefully this one will have some sort of identifying features that we can get out of it in order to figure out what it is. What I'm going to do is I'm going to poke this down here, hopefully tease it out. No, you don't want to come out? Alright, we'll do it the more difficult way. Just poke it up. Here again. Another little brown sling. What are you? If anyone's got any guesses, feel free to put it in the comments. I'm guessing it's a new world just because of that patch on the abdomen. But again, this one doesn't have any identifiable markings on it to determine what it is. So it could be anything. But in you go, buddy, into your new enclosure. So if anyone's got any guesses on what they think it is, write it in the comments. Although it's impossible to tell at this size. Obviously I can distinguish it's a new world because of that Kated hair patch, but other than that, it's just a brown little spider. So let's move on to some we can identify a bit better, shall we? So the next one we're going to do is a very, very feisty New World tarantula, Ceratogyrus darlingi. This is going to be fun. This is going to be just as much fun as the OBT we did at the start. These have a tendency to be very feisty. So if it bolts out, you can see its legs down the bottom there. Come on, buddy. You can just see its toes right there. Come on, buddy. It's built a nice little web chamber. Come on, out you come. See, it's just starting to get its horn. There it is. You can see the little horns starting to grow on the carapace. I'm actually surprised that this is being really well behaved, especially for a New World tarantula. Just give it a slight little nudge into its new enclosure. No, stay in there, mate. Stay. Told you these were feisty. Get in there. And this has run out onto the edge of the table, but we're not going to panic. All we're going to do take the old pot it was in, and let it run straight back in there. Place it inside like so. And hopefully tease it out again. You was doing so well, buddy. So well. Let's go in your new enclosure. Well done. Well done. Got you in there in the end. Gotta love new worlds. That's sea darlingy. So the next one we're going to do is excuse the label. My assistant has wrote C Wahai when it's Kilobrakis Wahini, but we're going to ignore that just because it's pure comedy value. C Wahai. But it's Kilobrakis Wahini. There's no reflection upon me whatsoever, because as we've seen in this video, I don't label vials. So the fact that there's a label on that in the first place and I can sort of figure out what it is the main thing. This is another New World tarantula, which is probably going to give me issues. As you can see, it's got some size on it. Now what I don't want is this to go bolting like the darling he did. So hopefully it doesn't give me any trouble. Should have a catch cup really. Don't think this is gonna want to leave its little web burrow. So what we're going to try and do is detach some of this web. So if I have to put some of this in the new enclosure just to get it in there, that's exactly what I'll do. It makes it an easier rehousing. I mean, that's the main aim you want from any rehousing, is just that the tarantula gets from A to B in the safest way possible. And that also means if it gets out and you have to catch cup it, then that's what you have to do. But the safety of the spider is more important than the video footage. As much as I want to get you guys the best video footage of these as possible, ultimately that's a secondary goal. Wow, this webbing is so strong. Look at that. There's a spider right there. It's a decent size, very good size. I am going to be giving away one of these as the one of the slings in my 5 sling giveaway, which hopefully by the time you're watching this video I've already done the draw for. So there it is, a very well behaved Kilobrakis Wahini. I have given it a starter burrow in the back corner, so hopefully once I put the lid on it will find that hole and it will go and make a little home in there. Let's just turn this slightly carefully. trying not to startle it and making it bolt. That's my golden rule with all tarantulas. If you stay calm, take your time and are patient, the spider will be slow, calm and patient. You won't have a spider that's running all over the place like the darlingi that we rehoused. I did that a little too quickly, and before you know it, it was out and about and bolting around the table and on my hand and all sorts. But that's a nice rehouse. 2 more to go. So next up, we're doing one of everyone's favourite dwarf, Cosmos elegans, the little heart butt. Hopefully this one's no trouble, seeing as we've just done old world tarantulas that were really well behaved. If this one plays up, then there's something wrong. You can see the little heart on its butt just down there. Let's get this out. Come on, gorgeous. You're going into a new little enclosure. Oh no, don't go down. That's it. Out you come. These are absolutely gorgeous. I totally understand why people go crazy for these. And it's out on my finger. Let's give everyone a good view. Okay, calm down. In you go. Stay there. There it is in its new enclosure. You can just see the little heart on its bum, which everyone goes mad for. Absolutely stunning species. And very underrated. I do like Cosmos. And it's out again. That was a mistake. And there it goes. It is struggling to get through my hair on my arms. Such a beautiful little species. We've already got it in the new enclosure once, but it decided to make a break for it, so we're just sticking it in again. And we're going to put the lid on it. Just like the darlingi, it was a little runner. But we're going to move on to the last one. H. Chileensis. Last sling we're going to be rehousing is my H. Chileensis. Now this one hasn't outgrown this vial, but I do just want to get it in one of these anyway. I know what a lot of you are thinking. Where did you get that H. Chileensis from? Oh, I can't find them anywhere. I got this from Andy Orms at So Many Legs a little while ago. He had, I think he had 5 slings at the time. That's all he had out of an egg sac, and I managed to pick one up. So I'm extremely grateful to have this in the collection, because these are an absolutely amazing tarantula. Very friendly, very inquisitive, great for new keepers in the hobby, but because they're so hard to get hold of, that's why I never recommend them to new keepers, because they're right there at the front of my list to say you should get one as a new keeper. Really easy to keep, great temperament, but they're so hard to get that I don't end up recommending them to people. Otherwise I would every single time. So this one is out and about again. This sling rehousing is turning into a right handling video, which is never my intention, but when they get out and the first direct place they go to is onto you, it's a bit difficult for it not to be a handling video. So what we're going to do is just pop it straight back into the new enclosure. There you go, buddy. And we're going to let that get settled in, dig a burrow, and be happy as Larry. So that's all the rehouses done. So there you have it, all 8 slings finally in their new homes. I think you'll agree we had some awesome species there that didn't really give me too much hassle, and that H. chilensis at the end, just to die for. I'm so happy to have that in the collection. So now that's the end of the rehousing video, but I want to take the time to thank you all for helping me reach that 1.5k subscriber mark. Now earlier on today we did do the live draw for that 5 sling giveaway, and the winner was Kitty's Inverts. So make sure Kitty's Inverts, you hit me up on Instagram or email me, and we'll sort out sending out those 5 slings to you. Congratulations, thank you for taking part. But it's not all over. If you now go over to my Grammostola rosea video and comment T. Celedonia down in the comments, at 2,000 subscribers I'll be giving one of you the chance to win a T. Celedonia. So hopefully that's enough to make you want to go and smash that subscribe button, write it in the comments, as well as to enjoy more content from the channel, because let's face it, that's what we're all here for, awesome tarantula content. So thank you for helping me reach 1.5k, and thank you to all the people that are subscribing now and helping me get to that 2k mark. I really appreciate it. So this is the end of the video. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.